Hello, it's Ali, and today, as requested, I thought I'd do a Saturday live, but I'm in my bedroom with my feet up.
Saturday Night Live.
No, well, Saturday night live, day live. So what I thought I'd do today, someone's already liked this. So what I thought I'd do today, good morning, Pamela. What I thought I'd do, so I've really improvised. I'm sitting in bed with a sort of let me just show you, sort of takeaway ring light.
Pillows behind
Yeah, and all sorts. So I thought what I'd do is something that I haven't shown you before, which is this all-in-one makeup kit from my T Cosmetics. That way I don't have to get up and get anything. And I've got my foundation and stuff. So I thought I'd do a little get ready with me using this kit because it's got everything in it. Hello, Thorndyke. Good morning, or good afternoon, or good evening, depending on where you are in the world, because I know that you're all in different places. Do you want to just remind me, everyone, Thorndyke, Pamela, where you are in the world? Because I forget. I know that you're in different areas. And I'm just going to go in, put this filter on. And my other half's here as well, but he'll probably keep very quiet because he's camera shy. Good morning, Jess. New York, London. Wow. See, New York, London. Any advances on New York and London?
So what are the chances that we're going to hear Dad?
They're not going to hear Dad. He's watching the football. Don't video bomb me. I know what you're like, mister. So I'm just putting some flawless. Brisbane. So New York, London, Brisbane. Definitely alley around the globe this morning. I often don't do a live when my other half's here because I feel quite self-conscious because he makes me laugh. So I'm putting on here filter in shade 5, Charlotte Tilbury, and I'm using it as a primer. So I tend to use shade 5 as a primer and shade 3 over my foundation. Shade 5 tends to kind of warm me up a little bit, trying to get in on the scene, but it's going to be very difficult, Jack.
Yeah.
I've got the tripod balanced between my legs on the bed. But it's good because I've got my... it's good because I've got my feet up and I'm giving them a rest because they're not good at the moment. And as I was saying to Thorndyke, I didn't have a very good appointment this week. But I don't want to focus on that. Now that's making me look quite jaundiced in this light, but I think it's just the unnatural light. Morning, Jack, Pamela says.
Morning, Pamela.
He said, good morning, Pamela. So I'm then going to go in with a bit of Huda Beauty. And so how is everyone this morning? I thought I'd do this because a few of you have said that you'd really like to catch me live, but you work during the week. So I thought I'll do a quick live on Saturday and see how it goes. It won't be every time that I'm sitting in my bed. But just makes a change. And yes, I've got a football poster behind me. Comes of being in a small flat, you kind of don't really have your own territory. But not for much longer. Tired, been long week, gonna have a chill in the bar. Give myself a facial, that sounds good. I'm gonna do that tomorrow. Oop, hang on. Top chat. Caught you eventually. Yes, you did, Deborah. I think we all need some me time, and weekends are good to do it. Me time for facials, and so that's my Huda foundation. I'm fine. My 3 month is sleeping. So quite a few of you got babies, little babas. Okay, so that's my Huda Beauty foundation. I'm gonna do. I have cheated a little bit. I've got my setting brush because you know I like my setting brush, but the rest of it I'm gonna do with my Charlotte Tilbury travel brush set, some of which I haven't used much yet, and my IT Girl all-in-one makeup kit, so that I don't have to move. Because if I move, the camera moves, everything moves. So I'm going to go in. Actually, I'm going to do this with my fingers. First of all, I'm going to use this Bye Bye Under Eye and do my under eyes with it. Bye Bye Under Eye is brilliant, by the way. Now, this is going to look a bit stark, but I'm in very artificial light here, and it's okay. Can I zoom in a little? Hang on. Let me see. Is that better? Is that better?
Are you talking to me or your
No, I'm talking to my audience. Pod between my legs. Brilliant. Yes, I have got the BB cream. The longevity, it's very good. It does last. The only thing I've found is, I don't know if you use zinc oxide sunscreen, but if you do, it reacts with it in a really bizarre way. So if I put my zinc oxide sunscreen on and then I put the BB, you don't really need to because it's 50 SPF anyway, but I don't think you tend to put enough foundation on to cover, to put enough sunscreen. So but otherwise it's great. I've used it a lot actually. Right, this is all a bit makeshift here, but now I'm going to use Bye Bye Pores, which is fab. The illuminating one as much. This is just their regular one, and it's in the set, full size, and I'm just going to dab that all over. And if I actually, it's good that you can see this because I'll show you. It really does say bye bye to pores. Let me do my nose. It's very good at. Will we have more of the same this weekend? Well, in the last round we were at Accrington Stanley, who saw off Ipswich. This time can you see that? Because that's where I've got my pores. It's great news that we've got Martin Fisher who'll be watching this one for us today. And a few up here. It's very good, but it doesn't make you look too powdery. I'm going to use for under my eyes. Do you know what? I did my moustache the other day, but in this light, everything's showing up. Billy Key was key in the last round and will be their main goal threat again today. Ashley Cole is not in the Derby side. In fact, he's not even travelled as he works on his match fitness. It's still a strong side named by it is good, isn't it? Lone Stars, Harry Wilson and Mason Mount both start, as do Martin Waghorn and David Nugent. It's chilly, it's breezy, there's rainfall. Right, I think that'll do. And then underneath is the bronzing powder.
Hey Dad, make sure the camera doesn't catch a glimpse of
They're not going to catch a glimpse of Daddy. It's fine. A couple of weekends in London tomorrow before the Battle of the Bees takes place on Monday night. Looking through those fixtures, it's always difficult, Sylvan Alex, to sort of pick out where the potential. So this is called Bye Bye Pause as well. Nobody will fancy going there. Beaten Ipswich and Derby this weekend. Okay, so then I'm going to do the eyes, but can you see this blush? beautiful blush. It's like the NARS one, but called Je ne sais quoi. It's lovely. Let me do the eyes next. Now, top is a primer, but it's a powder. So it just kind of, my connection is poor, but everyone, okay. It might be where I'm sitting. It might be my side. Yep, this is all in one palette. So you've got your concealer, your lipstick, your blush, your highlighter, your eyeshadows, your brows. So actually all you need is mascara and foundation, and got the whole lot in this little, closes up like that. Cool, eh? Cool, as Jack would say. Right, let's get going with the eyes. Let's get this look done. We've had similar issues here, Thorndike, with our internet, that they upgraded the estate's internet, and they put, and it's basically what they did is they installed this. By the way, is the prime I'm putting on it, but it's not. Yeah, they installed this high speed something outside in the communal area, and then asked everybody if they'd like to join this other network. So basically they got some kind of deal, but if you didn't join that network, it slowed everyone else down. Annoying now because it slowed our internet down. Let me just try and see, that first one is better, but you get that flickering. Let's leave it on that for now. Just excuse the flickering, because I think the other one's just a bit too harsh, this close up. So then I'm going to do, I'm going to put this one, I'll do this one here in the socket. So this came out just before Christmas as an all-in-one kit. Charlotte's brushes, these are her travel ones, so they're not as long in terms of blending, but they're not bad. Good morning, Robin. How are you? And can you say where you're from? Because everybody is giving their location. Oh, Jack's showing you his red nose. Because we're coming up to Red Nose Day.
It's in March.
Is it?
Yeah. It said March the 15th.
Ah. So, Robin, whereabouts are you from? No specifics, just roughly. Country, etc. So we've had London. I've forgotten already where you all said. London, the US, Australia.
Law and Order Special Victims.
What are you talking about?
Because you're finding out where they live.
No, I don't want specifics, just general. Oh, someone take her makeup off under her eyes very well last night. Now, the reason the camera's getting a bit USA, the reason the camera's getting a bit shaky is that Jack is leaning
funny
on me. I would call that company.
Yeah, with my brand new headphones.
Oh, you used headphones.
Brand new.
So next time I'm going to take this one here,
headphones.
and I'm just going to put this in with my fingers. This looks very different in this light. If you're following me on Instagram, I suggest later on I'll post a picture because everything is looking lighter and brighter in this artificial light. We have next month sometime. Hey, I think I've lost track of the conversation again, guys. I'll have a look. Hold on. Oh, right. Oh, you're talking about your Wi-Fi connection. Ah, yeah. So this is not going to be the best blended eyeshadow in the world. We are working with, Robin, the IT Cosmetics all-in-one kit. So basically all you need is a mascara and foundation, and everything else is in the palette. So you've got powder, you've got concealer, you've got bronzer, you've got blush, you've got highlighting, you've got lipstick, and you've got eyeshadows and brows. So, yep. Let me get out my little smudge brush, my smudgy brush. Is that a lip brush? I've forgotten. Oh, she doesn't say what they are. This one, I think you could use that on the lips or on the eyes, really. Right. I think it was a limited edition, yes. So I don't know if you can still get it, but it was on QVC. It's worth looking out, QVC. Oh. IT Cosmetics, yeah. So I'm just going to put a little bit of what I put in the socket underneath. And I think I'll use that as well to line the upper lid. I think you're going to have to imagine mascara because I forgot to bring that with me. Champions of England in 1949 and 1950, one of only 5 clubs to have won back-to-back titles. And then I'm going to put a little bit of this. I haven't used this one yet. And supporters' donations raises the money to buy the replica of this. Okay, Robin. I'm going to use this one in the corner. I haven't used it yet, but I'm going to put a little bit of that in on the outside here. I must use another technique, another method in my next video because you keep seeing the same old technique with me tucking this bit in the corner. Hello, Shoshana. Good morning. And today we're introducing ourselves and saying roughly, not specifics, where we're from. So we have USA, Australia, London. Have I missed anywhere?
Do we have Canada yet?
I don't think we got Canada yet. So Shoshana, approximately where are you from? So we know what countries we're. Oh, and Durham. We've got Durham, Los Angeles. You're an early riser, very early riser. What time is it in Los Angeles, Shoshana? Oh, yes, we do have a Finnish person, but she's not on. 4:30 a.m. Wow. Fancy watching me at 4:30 a.m. Right. Now, this has got, actually, let me just do some highlighter here. It's probably because I'm live, Jack. So it's taking up, I'm taking up all the internet for once, instead of you taking it up with your games. I'm going to use this highlighter here to just highlight under my brow. This is not going to be quite as polished as usual, guys. As I said, for those of you that just joined me, I'm sitting on my bed with a tripod between my legs and a selfie light on top of my phone. Just making sure I blended that in as well as I can. Now, I've got a few comments there. Let me have a look. You don't sleep a lot. Well, you know I don't sleep a lot because I often answer your comments at 4 in the morning. Yeah, it's good actually, and it's one you can hold, or it's like but you can hold it, but it's got a little remote control so you can start the camera. You have to set, yeah, Pamela sets her alarm to see me. How loyal is that? Thank you, Pamela. I do really appreciate it. I'm always amazed. Yeah, you need a long nap after me. Ask my other half. He won't speak. And that's fine. Right. So I'm now going to use, actually there's a liner here, I forgot about that. But I'm going to use the brow powder first, which is there. And I'm going to use this, obviously I've only got Charlotte's brushes, so I'm going to use it with a smudge brush. But that's not bad. Even with the smudge brush, it works okay. Quite natural look. The time here is 20 to 1. I think, is that right, Jack? Is it 20 to 1?
Let me check. 12:41.
It's on your G face brush set. Why do you hate yourself, Shoshana? Don't hate yourself.
Mum, it's 12:41.
Yeah, that's right. 20 to 1. I'm intrigued now, Shoshana. Tell me more. Why do you hate yourself? Expensive. Oh, well. Look. If you're going to use it, I think things are only expensive when you buy them and you never use them. Don't need it, but I need it. We know that feeling. I'll have to look at this brush set. I know you've mentioned it before. Yes, we want to know how they are. Right, I forgot that there is a liner in here. I'll just quickly use that liner, because that might help me get away with the fact that I haven't got any mascara. Do you know what I'm going to do though? I'm going to use the one that I think is supposed to be a lip brush to put this on with. This one. I think that will be better. Otherwise it's going to go everywhere, this liner. That's better. The only thing I do not like about this kit, do you know what, Deborah's asking how the eyelash serum's going. I used it for about 6 weeks and then I gave up on it. It was showing a little bit of difference, but not a huge amount of difference. And I think that's a problem with these things. It's a bit counterintuitive. Putting something that looks like a mascara on your eyes just before you go to bed is something you just tend to forget. You know, it just seems so counterintuitive. I'm going to have to look at this brush set when I come off. Right, that's the liner. Now, you're going to have to pretend that I've got mascara on today, all right, folks? The last serum I got was by Superdrug. It's in the UK and it was all natural, had castor oil in. But I know a lot of you use Revitalash, which is a lot more expensive, but is very effective. Right, I'm now going to go in and use this blush and highlight. The only thing I do not like about these is the lipsticks. They're not very good. And I think, you know, when you're packing all of this in, something's going to be compromised. And for me, it was the lips. They all, I mean, they look different in the pan. When you put them on, they all look exactly the same. It reminds me, do you remember when you were little and you used to get those little toy makeup kits with lipsticks in them? And they look different in the pan, but when you put them on, they all look clear. Reminds me a bit of that. Anyway, I'm going to go in with this blush. Thank you, Shoshana. Well, as I said, it's a little bit less polished than usual. So this is called Je ne sais quoi. And as you can see, it's graded. Give me a bit of pink, give me a bit of colour. I will see if this set's still available. If it is, I'll post the details underneath. But QVC tend to do a lot of sets by IT or IT Cosmetics. IT Cosmetics. Let's put a little bit up there, a little bit there. Oh, I would normally blend that a lot better, guys. Right, and then the lipstick. We'll do it. We'll do the lipstick. Let me just... It's not... Maybe it'll go on better with a brush. I'm just going to get rid of the eyeliner on this brush. Oh, I haven't done the highlighter yet. The highlighter's nice. See? Is also fondly remembered by both sets of supporters. Graham, this must bring back some fantastic memories of you at both clubs. Deborah, this is the set that I snatched up on QVC just before Christmas. I didn't do the eyes, did I? The concealer. Let me just clean off this brush. Let's set them with this bye-bye under eye. We were going so well in the league, we just fancied our chances. We thought we could win the tie. We did well, but not quite well enough, and a draw was the outcome. To be fair, Wolves beat us completely. No, it wasn't IT, it was Studio. Yeah, the IT ones are really good. I got a set that had Studio 10 brush in and it fell apart on me. Right, lipstick. Which lipstick? They all end up looking the same. Let me do the one in the middle. Maybe it'll look better with if I apply it with the brush. But they're not brilliant. Actually, they are slightly better when you apply it with a brush. Just to be below the best and then a slice of luck, and we may just have an upset, but I don't expect. Maybe that's the trick. Just use them with a brush. Make sure you enjoy the game's guest off the chairman here today. A fantastic occasion. We kick off at 3 p.m. here. It's going to be sold out. I'll have all the updates on final score on the red button from 2:30. Thank you, Graham, as well. If you just switched on, we're live from Frank Park today for Portsmouth against QPR. Good afternoon to you all. Thank you very much. So there you have it, a complete look, apart from mascara. Deborah, I wouldn't like to say, I've heard good things about IT Cosmetics. I haven't got another lipstick by them, but in this set, they're just not Do you know what I mean about when you used to have toy kits and you'd have ones that look like this and they just all end up looking the same? They're like a very clear gloss and it just lets down the set because the rest of the set is great. They just end up looking the same. But actually that does look a lot better, and I've, because up till now when I've used it, I've applied it with my fingers. You see now when I rub my lips together, it all kind of starts to disappear. But I can kind of forgive them when you've got a set that's got concealer, powder, bronzer, highlighter, blusher, eye makeup, primer, brow and liner all in one set. You can kind of forgive them for getting something wrong. And there's a mirror at the end here. And look how pretty is the front of this. Look at that. Called It Girl. So anyway, that is my, excuse my teeth, I've got to see a dentist this week. That is my final look. I can finally hold this now. Oh, that's my final look. I haven't got mascara on. I'll put some mascara on and tidy the look up, and I'll post a picture on Instagram later. But yeah, so if I can find this kit, I will let you know. Has anyone else got IT stuff? I tell you what I've got of IT. I've got bronzer, and I've got, what else have I got from IT? Their foundation and their, I tell you what came, did it come with this? No, it didn't. I've got their, you know, their tight line mascara. It's really good. I really like the tight line because it doesn't clump and it gets right into the eye line, so you can actually tight line your eyes as well as putting mascara on. Really good for the bottom lashes as well. Not sure it lasts that long because it's quite a small container. So you're a bit of an It fan then, are you, Pamela? Sorry about this flickering, guys, but if I turn it to the next level, this makeshift ring light, it just gets a bit too bright. And that one is, whoa. So, but for some reason, the first setting, it always does that. Anyway, that's me. I'm going to go. And thank you for joining me live today. Let me know if you want me to do another Saturday live. And I will, I'm just looking at some of your comments. You got a few TSVs from QVC. Yeah, they do some really good deals on QVC. They do actually have. When you add up what's in the set, they're bargains. Don't worry, Thorndyke, about your net. You know, don't worry, I'm just so glad that you can join us, so don't stress. All right, take care, everyone. Have a great weekend, and I'll see you very soon. Thank you so much for joining me, especially those of you that get up early. I do really appreciate it. I never stop being appreciative of you guys. All right, take care. Oh, and good night, Thorndyke. Yes, good night, good morning, good afternoon, depending on where you are. Take care. Bye-bye now.